What's up, y'all? So apparently there is some new series on Netflix which I don't have, so I might not watch it. But it's called MAID, and it sounds like, from what I'm seeing on these couple threads, is it's about a woman who has to go through the system because, and these programs are absolutely necessary, as you're going to see as I read these, this paragraph. Before I even read it, listen. I am sick and tired of people saying that we need these programs that we have to pay for because without it, people would just suffer. Well, yeah. When you fuck things up for yourself, it's kind of in store for you. But no, we must save people from themselves unless they're like incels or something. Even though people say incels are the number one cause of mass shootings. I don't know how you can operate like that, but okay, fine. But let's get into this series, or what this person says about this series. Name is Whitney Ballard, a writer. I'm not sure if she's the writer of the series, but this is what she says. Excuse me. 10 reasons why you need to watch Maid on Netflix right now. Number one, the gray characters. Not black or white, not good or bad, just in between. Like all of us. The show captures their humanness so perfectly. Their humanness? Humans. Um, that's. I don't get why she said that. Because I guess, whatever. They're just going about, right? I guess. They're just doing their job, I'll assume. Irrelevant. Number two, is this abuse? Is a question this show answers so poetically. Sometimes abuse isn't a black eye. Sometimes it's manipulation or belittlement or keeping someone small. Emotional financial abuse is a theme, and this show brings it to forefront. Okay, I seen in the comment section a woman saying why she wouldn't make a life with the Arabic man. Maybe they're talking about in a relationship, but to make a follow up to this, I might go ahead and just do the trial so I can watch it. But it's that I think that's maybe what they're getting to, because the way she formed that question doesn't sound like she's talking about abusing the system. Number three, the visual representation of how everything feels. Ugh, my heart. When she literally melts into the couch at the brink of depression. Never seen anything like it. Well, I can't not seeing the specific scene, but I'm pretty sure it's like another bill or being denied something or another just roadblock. But it's why would that be a reason to watch it? Remember, she said reasons to watch it right now. Number four, how it puts a face to those on government assistance. Alice goes through 7 types of government assistance in the show, and every single one of them is very much needed. She is not abusing the system. Instead, the system is failing her. No, no, no. She's abusing the system. I haven't seen it, but I know for a fucking fact that you had to say that means she abused the system. The system should not be there to do anything for her and her failings as human. Period. That system is held together by the people who work it and the people who fund it. They're not. She's not entitled. Well, technically she is, but ethically she's not entitled to it. So it's not fucking failing her. She failed her damn self, and then now she's there. The fact that this is based on a true story. You know, before I even get to that one, what do you mean every one of them is needed? What do you mean every one of them is needed? Because it's a sad story? Do y'all know where we can go with the sad story nonsense? Meanwhile, today, people are laughing that people are dying from COVID because they didn't wear a fucking mask. But yes, sad story definitely means people need stuff, right? And exemplifies the real life story of hundreds of thousands of people living in this never ending cycle. It's a show every parent, every employer, and everyone needs to see when deciding how to treat someone before knowing what they're going through at home. Bullshit. If you gotta know everything about everybody you bypass on a daily basis, you become depressed because you're trying to figure out what the fuck. No. Your impression on somebody, that's it. It's not perfect. It's not always fair. It's not always right, but that's it. This is one of those ideas where we need to just everybody needs to be super nice to everyone. No, my day's been shitty, and you hit my car. I wanted either you fix this or we need to go through the ringer. That's the deal. Everything isn't going to be laid out perfect, so everybody can know your fucking situation. If that's the case, you wouldn't be mad at what I'm saying right now. You wouldn't be upset at what I'm saying right now. You would just be like, oh, maybe he's just, just a little aggravated. I don't know. But you don't do that when people are being quote unquote assholes. You don't give a fuck about their day, do you? But no, somebody on government assistance, we must be empathetic. We must. It's hard to watch in the best way possible. It makes you uncomfortable about the things that should make you uncomfortable. Well, she's doing a really good job of selling this, because I don't know what the hell she meant by that. There's a there's a running tally of her bank account on the screen, and we see her funds go up and down, up and down. This isn't a linear story, but rather a realistic roller coaster. And the show has a ton of quirky methods to show you that. Okay, here's the thing. For you just used earlier, she said that all of those programs are needed. I'll say this for the millionth time. If these programs were taken off the books and that money was put back on your check, you'd have less problems. Or at least you should you manage your life correctly. I go through financial hell sometimes too, with no children. But if you put half of the shit they take off my check back on there, my life is pretty fucking amazing. But no, I have to help. And 30 male, no kids, that is like, as far as the government goes, that is the worst position ever. Because all they do is see a ability to take and take and take and take and take. I probably see 2% of the shit they take from me. 2% maybe. And some of that is trash pickup, which honestly, that's just the government paying somebody to pick up your trash when you could pay them yourself. 8. It's the story of a mom's unwillingness to let her daughter grow up in the same situation as she did, breaking a generational curse. How about you? It's amazing that hustling and trying to get through with assistance is the way to try not to live in the same predicament every fucking time. How about you don't get pregnant in that predicament in the first place? No. Everybody's entitled to fuck up. Everybody. And then other people just have to be there to help you. Even if they don't know you. This logic is incredibly stupid. And it's why people feel enabled to make decisions like her. Oh, nobody wants to go through this. Okay, well, don't. Don't. Alex is the hero of her own story. How? If I if I'm Superman and I laser beam the bridge to like collapse, but then I go and save everybody and fix the bridge, am I a fucking hero? No, because I broke the bridge. She had her fucking kid and couldn't afford it. Not her parent or her parents, not the government. Really? Well, how about we get rid of the government assistance program then? How about it? No, because somebody needs it. She can't trust most people around her, which is the sad reality for so many. Instead, she makes a way for herself and her daughter. You just said she went through 7 government programs. Did they all say no? It's just a dang good show. I immediately went out and bought the book, looked up everything about the author, and restarted episode 1. I can't shake it and want to tell everyone about it. I was hooked on every episode. It's really a great show in the way they're able to put feelings into an actual picture. I felt the same way. It haunted me. As a child growing up with domestic abuse, I cried throughout each episode, realizing what my own mother had dealt with. The visual, mental depiction of what it's like to live in a home addiction is the best I've ever seen. Is this her little sister or her daughter? So much life lessons for us as social workers in life in general. This was so good I couldn't stop watching, but I thought she was going to take the live and deal. Huh? She pissed me off not wanting to make life. Here it is. But the Arabic man. Do you make what you think would be more important in college or the opportunity to be married to a good man? Yeah, so she's being applauded for being the he, God damn it, the hero of her own story, but she constantly got in her own way. She ruined a good thing with the Arabic man, and for what? There are no guarantees out to college. I actually liked and respect the fact that she didn't take the easy way out. For all she knows, that relationship could have ended just like the previous one. If she didn't have a child, then sure. But I respect that she bet on herself instead of relying on someone else. I thought she was on. Is she on government assistance or not? Okay, I gotta watch it because I feel like I might be missing too much because people are all over the place with this. But if she was on government assistance, then she did make a way for herself. And I want to know what this Arabic man had to offer her. Because if she has a daughter and she's like on the brink of homelessness, damn near what it sounds like, then she actually did her daughter an injustice because she gambled with both their situation. The way he helped her with everything and he raising his own kids, it looks like his wife left, so he may wanted marriage as a long wife wanted it too. So he helped her and she said, nah, fuck it. I get where you're coming from, but I'll say as a man, the last thing I want is for a woman to be with me based on what I can give and do for her. She just just wasn't into him. So if she gets with him, then ultimately she's using him. Nothing worse than a user trying to get a come up. God damn, dude. Okay, here's the problem with what he said so far. He doesn't want to be with the woman for what he can do for her. Listen, I'm not going to say women are gold diggers because I believe there's a big difference. But when it comes to what you can't, you are a tool. You are a utility. This is what you are. So if you can't do something, she's going to leave. I don't, this, me for me, that shit does not exist. It doesn't. Unless you're like, I guess the entertainer guy or the party guy, then I guess. Outside of that, that shit don't work. I did a video about a month ago about how a chick was talking about nice guys, and she literally made it sound like any dude who buys her a Snickers is a nice guy, and he's like awful. That's come on, let's be real here. And then what did he say? Using him or as a come up? No. And this is what I hate with people, and when we get to talking about gold diggers and whatnot. There's a difference between being a dependent and needy, right? If he already has children, she has her daughter, and they can come together and say, look, maybe love will come later, but you're a provider, I'll be the mother, whatever, or maybe I'll even still work part-time or however much I need to work, but this is a feasible situation. Because just like he could leave, she could flunk out of college. Why? I just realized this. People like Judge Lynn Toller, and apparently anybody, period, seem to think that women going to college is just by default a more of a guarantee than having a successful marriage. Why? Explain this to me. I need to understand this. So people ability to sit in the classroom and learn is that much better than dealing with another human being and understanding the different roles that they have? Are you fucking serious? Alrighty. But that seems to be all of the comments. Did you watch this? Will you watch this? If you give me something in the comment section to explain how you feel. Mr. Negative, be right, not positive. I'm out.